Hello, welcome to my channel. I'm Nurse Angela. As a PD nurse, I always get asked the question, how long can I live on PD dialysis? So today I wanted to share with you the number one secret to help you live longer on PD dialysis. Being on PD is considered a privilege because not everybody qualifies to be on PD. There are several criteria that you have to meet. As a privilege, it's a known fact that you can travel more and more easily, and you tend to have more energy on PD versus hemodialysis. Still, I get asked that question, how long can I stay alive? How long can I live on PD dialysis? To answer that question, the answer is that it really depends on a lot of things. But most experts would agree that there is one thing that makes a huge difference. And I'm going to share that with you. Let me tell you a story. I've had a PD patient that before coming to our dialysis center, our PD dialysis center, he was on PD for about a couple of years. After that, he was lucky enough to get his first kidney transplant. And that kidney transplant lasted him for 16 years. Now, after 16 years, he did lose the kidney. His body started to react to it, and that can happen. But 16 years is a pretty good time to not have to do dialysis. Not PD, not hemodialysis. So that kidney lasted him for a long time. Now, after his kidney failed, again, after the 16 years of having that transplanted kidney, that's when he came to me in our PD program and joined our clinic, and he became one of my PD patients. And he was with me for about 5 to 6 years before he got his second kidney transplant. If you ask Mr. T, who is a recovering beer drinker, a cheese lover, and a jokester, how were you able to stay on PD for 5 years before you got your kidney? And how were you able to maintain your kidneys for over 16 years? Mr. T will tell you to drink beer every day, eat more cheese, and never wash your hands. So we're not going to ask him, okay? But what Mr. T is really trying to tell you is not just that beer and cheese are one of the foods that you will be restricted from having if you are on PD or if you are on dialysis in general, but what he really pointed out is he's really telling you that you need to wash your hands. Washing your hands, here it is. Infection controls, staying clear of infection, is one of the single most important things you can do on PD dialysis, because the secret to staying longer or living longer on PD dialysis is avoiding peritonitis. Yes. What is peritonitis? Peritonitis is an infection. It's one of the complications that can happen when you're on PD dialysis. It's an infection of the PD membrane. When germ, any kind of germ, enters into your peritoneal cavity, you will get something called peritonitis. When you get peritonitis, it can severely damage your membrane. Now, if you know anything about PD, you know that your membrane, your peritoneal membrane, it's how your body, it's what your body uses to filter the toxins and remove excess fluid from your blood. If your membrane is damaged, you are not able to use PD to filter those toxins from your system. So we want to avoid peritonitis because it is one of the things that can severely damage the membrane, because membrane failure can cause you to lose your ability to be on PD dialysis. The secret to living longer on PD dialysis is to avoid getting peritonitis. Now, whenever a person gets peritonitis, we have to do cultures. We send blood cultures to the lab. We'll get a sample of fluid from the peritoneal cavity to send to the lab for analysis. When that culture result comes back, when we look at those culture results, most often the type of bacteria that we'll find in that PD fluid is usually a type of bacteria called Staphylococcus. It could be Staphylococcus aureus, it could be Staphylococcus epidermis. It can also be an E. coli. Now, staph bacteria are usually found in your mouth, nose, like when you talk. Some form of it is not harmful when it's in your mouth and is in your nose, but when it enters into your peritoneal cavity through your catheter opening, you will get peritonitis. Something like E. coli is found in your stool, in your poop, in your GI tract. So, besides getting constipation, where the bacteria that sits in your GI can travel from your GI, your intestines, into your peritoneal cavity, usually when you have a peritonitis infection that comes back as E. coli, it's usually from hand contamination. It's because you did not adequately wash your hands. So, whether it's the staph aureus or the staph epi that we talked about, it's usually something that has to do with putting your mask on and washing your hands. So, for you to prevent peritonitis, it really boils down to these three things. Number one, always wear your mask when you're doing your treatment. Number two, wash your hands and wash them properly. Number three, you must have adequate lighting when you are doing your PD dialysis treatment. You need to be able to see those dust mites, those possible contamination events. Just because you don't see it doesn't mean that it's not there. The three ways you can prevent peritonitis: wearing your mask, hand washing, and excellent lighting in your treatment area. So that's pretty much it. I have some more videos where we talk about some of the signs and symptoms of peritonitis, some other complications of PD dialysis, but on this video I wanted to just share with you that very important secret. Here's a challenge for you. If you haven't started PD dialysis yet, I want you to bookmark this video. Save it so that you can come back to it. And be sure to subscribe, like and subscribe, and I want you guys to comment. Tell me what you think. And if you have any other topics you want me to talk about, go ahead and put it in. But for you guys who have already started PD and you're on PD dialysis, here's your challenge. Take some time to reassess what you are doing. How have you been doing your treatment? Have you been following all the steps that you were taught? Good hand washing. Have you been putting on your mask? Put your mask on before you go wash your hands, right? And do you have adequate lighting? You need to check those things. I want you guys to put some comments under this video and let me know what you've learned today and if you found this video helpful at all for you. and I will be making more videos like this for you in the future. And it is so great to be here with you guys today, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Thank you.